Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, as today we got another episode of your OGR, as today was game 47 as the Edmonton Oilers went up against the Winnipeg Jets and walked away with an absolute beautiful 3-1 victory, as this game was absolutely amazing against the Jets once again. The Edmonton Oilers played another strong defensive hockey game, and we even got some good offense throughout that entire game as well. It was an amazing game. McLeod has been an absolute beast on that third line for the Edmonton Oilers, and we're going to be getting into him a little bit later on. We're also going to be talking about the defensive core as well, as I've been noticing a few kind of missing pieces. The Kulikov-Larson defensive pairing, I did not mind. They have not been the worst defensive pairing in the world, definitely better than what Russell and Larson were, but Kulikov and Larson do not fit alongside of each other, especially when we got to break out the puck. They're just not able to break it out, and you can obviously see that. So we're going to be getting into that later on in this episode as well, talking about what we should sort of do as well with that team. And we're going to reply to some of your comments. You guys were talking about Tyler Benson, if we should be calling up him. So I'll be talking about that near the ending of the video as well. So let's get into talking about the game here between the Edmonton Oilers and the Winnipeg Jets. Now, Mika Koskinen started in this one, and he had an amazing game against the Winnipeg Jets. Now, remember, we are going on a back-to-back, so tomorrow we're going to be going up against the Calgary Flames, or I guess today, by the time you're watching this, we will be playing against the Calgary Flames, and it should be a very entertaining game because the way we played against the Winnipeg Jets, we played an amazing game, and I'm hoping we have that same attitude going against the Calgary Flames, even though we're not going to be as well rested as you say like Calgary will be. So right off the get-go to start this game off, Tyson Barrie gets a absolute howitzer on the point for our first power play goal of the game. We absolutely demolished on the power play. We got two power play points, I think, out of the 3 penalties that the Winnipeg Jets took. I think we did absolutely great on our power play, and this is the reason why we won this game, was because of our power play. And it was a nice passing play. McDavid sucked over a Winnipeg Jets defenseman onto him and got a nice shot off, or passed it over to Tyson Barrie, and Barrie just teed it up and put it in the back of the net for his 7th of the season. Then heading into the second period, Blake Wheeler dashes in and gets a big one there for the Winnipeg Jets. I really don't remember this one, as I am pretty tired today. As you guys could probably see by the background, I am back home by the time you guys are watching this video, and I've already been here for a couple hours now, and I woke up at about 4 a.m. So I'm pretty tired. It's been a long day, a long kind of travel day as well. So being able to see this game where the Edmonton Oilers absolute kicked ass was absolutely amazing. And then Ryan Nugent-Hopkins scored an absolute beautiful one to give the Edmonton Oilers a 2-1 lead with his 14th goal of the season. And this was another point from Tyson Barrie once again, and Connor McDavid, who also set up this play as well. Got it over to Tyson Barrie, set up Nuge again. And Nuge was patient with this one. He decided not to take the first shot, the first chance that he had. He decided to wait and look for a better chance, and got it right back around, and he scored an absolute beautiful goal there on Hellebuck. And then in the third period, of course, nothing really happened. It was a really good defensive period. I even think for the Edmonton Oilers, we played a really good defensive game. Overall, throughout this entire game, it was really entertaining from what I remember, because half of the time I was almost zoinking out half the time watching through this game. Not saying that this game was boring, because there was all sorts of entertainment. There was a couple missed calls as well. McDavid got tripped up, but I kind of understood it because the refs legit missed, I think, 3 calls that could have been called on the Edmonton Oilers for tripping. Like, the Oilers only took 1 penalty throughout that entire game, when I thought they deserved actually a lot more penalties. And I know I'm saying that because the first time the refs were actually kind of on our side for the first time ever, which was actually surprising because usually the refs are on the other side. But it's absolutely amazing just to see that. It blows my mind. So let's get into also talking about Ryan McLeod, who had, I think, an amazing game for the Edmonton Oilers. Once again, he's just been playing fantastic. In this game, he played 12-07. I thought he was doing great, especially his defensive work. He's in the right spot. He plays a really patient game as well, getting it outside the zone, which I really like as a fan watching Ryan McLeod. And I feel like if we were to give him, Tyler Ennis and Josh Archibald, I think that would actually be a a very solid third line. I don't think Devon Shore is perfect for that line. We don't actually have any goal-scoring guy. And honestly, if we put Tyler Ennis alongside of McLeod and what's his face and Archibald, that would make that line even better. We're also going to get to a comment now as well about Tyler Benson as well right now. So this is a comment from Sarah and Steven. They say, do you think they should bring up Benson too? He will help McLeod produce a little bit more in that third line. And I absolutely agree with you. I think Tyler Benson would, help out the production of Ryan McLeod. But I think the reason why we didn't call up Tyler Benson right now, especially for this playoff run, is that we already have a plethora of forwards from Joakim Nygard to Neil to Chason to just many more other wingers that we got throughout the squad right now. Now, I would absolutely love to see Tyler Benson up on the main squad, especially since, he played last year. And even when he played last year, he did play a very solid game for the Edmonton Oilers. And I honestly thought he should have been in this year's team. And he's been ripping it up there in Bakersfield, playing a very good, solid game when he was playing alongside of McLeod and also Cooper Morado as well. So I would have liked to almost see all those guys come out, because I think that would actually make our third line very competent. And I think going into next year, this Edmonton Oilers team is just going to be a whole different team going forward if Ryan McLeod is really the guy that we're really thinking about, and same with Tyler Benson, because honestly, I wish he would be playing this year, but next year would be probably a guarantee that Tyler Benson will most likely be in the lineup for the Edmonton Oilers, but I sadly do not see him getting called up this year to help out McLeod. It'll most likely either be Shore or Tyler Ennis or Joakim Nygard or whoever is available to go into that spot. Otherwise, also defensively, I was thinking about this today because look at the way that the defensemen are. Our dream would be, of course, to put Kulikov alongside of Barry, just because Kulikov could be a very nice complement to Barry analytically looking at it. But I was kind of piecing together kind of a Tippett-style defense core that I would like to see, because the Kulikov and Larson pairing, they did not do terrible. But the one problem I'm having with them is that they're not able to get the puck out of the zone very well, and I think we can fix that by putting Kulikov alongside of Ethan Bear, making that our top four, and then having Larson and Jones alongside of each other and split all the minutes throughout the entire defensive core, which is what we've mostly been doing with that defensive core anyways. Like, you take a look at all, Jones is playing a lot less minutes, 12:48, a lot of minutes for Tyson Barrie, but he did get a decent amount of power play time. 25 minutes for Tyson Barrie is absolutely nuts in my mind. Kulikov only played 16:53. Darnell Nurse played a big hole 26 minutes, which I don't understand. I mean, this was a very close game, and this was a big game compared to what will be the Calgary one, because this is a team that we are fighting with home ice advantage with right now, and we just picked up a huge 2W. So I think that was just absolutely amazing. But I really would like to see Kulikov alongside of Ethan Bear and Jones alongside of Larson. I would like to just see how that would work out. I think that would be a great combination for the Edmonton Oilers. But I think I'm going to end the OGR here, guys. It was a great game for the Edmonton Oilers. They played a really solid game, and also thank you guys for all the support in the last couple videos. You guys have just been smashing, and I can't speak English apparently. I'm too tired. But you guys have just been smashing out of the park, and I like to say thank you guys so much for that. And just make sure to keep smashing that like button, keep hitting that subscribe button. It's very much appreciated. But I'm gonna end things here, guys. Make sure to have a great night and a great day. Hopefully you guys enjoy the Calgary Flames game as the same with me. I will be enjoying the ever-living hell out of it. Hopefully we pull away with a big dub. But for right now, guys, I'm going to sign off here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Adios, amigos.